Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They were trying to line up this play very early on. Pretty deep throw. Good call.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little anxious early, and trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
That's a first down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this play, pass for the 12th man, it's even more. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know it's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Shedding the tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, As we just saw there, that's a big day.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 7-7, our score after 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Prescott. That's dumped off to Poe. So just 3 yards on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets him just as he was letting him go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a 3rd and 6. Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted into Hunter. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Here's Swift. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Penny will take this one in for the Eagles touchdown. So they got the extra break in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like they were trying to force it in.
Game speed, always different. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. First down, Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Eagles 14.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This to Arnold on the short pass. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Watkins, 64 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball down. And get them 6 points.
Huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're staying momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Put 3 on the board. Put 3 on the board. Thank you.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward
I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here now, third and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run right here with Swift. There's a nice move. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. To 14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown diminish the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now he has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Penny, a 1st down carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2nd down, Pollard again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And get what plays that defensive front, that's exactly what they worked for. To try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. second down and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Pollard going to try the right side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They begin with a run by Penny. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamb will go in motion. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And that's complete to Cooks. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Penny up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All right, fellas. One more time. You right there. We can do it. All right. Big play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. That should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the... This one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Elliott good with a peek inside. These guys are taking 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Family